This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Thursday, May 5, and time for the Barbados Today evening update. Thanks for joining us. I am Frenella Wedderburn. A family in mourning as the loved ones of Veldene Hinds tried to come to grips with her sudden death. 57-year-old Hinds of Carrington Village, St. Michael, passed away at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital 3 days after she was shot in the head whilst traveling in the back seat of her brother's car along Barbary Hill. Her sister, Kathy Ann Hinds, tells Barbados Today she was hoping for a miracle after doctors told the family they could do nothing to remove the bullet lodged in the front of her brain. Hinds succumbed to her injury whilst undergoing treatment. Meanwhile, the police are seeking the public's help with their investigations into the shooting. They are requesting anyone with relevant information to contact them at telephone number 430-7189 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS, that's 1-800-8477. In other news, don't paint the entire Grantley Adams Secondary School population with the same brush. The plea from Principal Dennis Brown, who is dissatisfied with the treatment being meted out by the public to some of his charges following a recent stabbing incident involving 2 female students and the missing of 5 of the school's female students back in February.
Barbadians only see that the few students who are impressionable, who are impulsive, and who just like some of the adults that we have in society would sometimes do the wrong thing. And that's why we are here as teachers, we are here as educators, and even adults and the parents to educate the young people and try to give them the guidance and the direction that is needed. And I'm very, very upset that something negative happens at a school and persons don't see that as an incident in that perspective, just a one-off incident in that perspective. But they usually brand and paint the entire school population with the same brush.
He made the comments as some groups from the school took part in a walkthrough in the St. Joseph community as part of the school's 61st anniversary.
This is part of our outreach program. We hope that we can bring the community closer to us. We also, this is part of one of the events that we intend to do so, to part of our outreach program. Next week, we will enter the community. The student council, the prefects will be honoring elderly persons from the Harsel area and the Paxil area. We also will be doing clean-up programs for the elderly through the community. So it is part of reaching out to the community and let them know that Grantley Adams School is here, that we love them and we want them to love us too.
Meantime, the General Council of the ruling Democratic Labour Party today strongly condemned the violence taking place in some of the island's schools. In a statement, the council said violence, whether student on teacher, teacher on student, or student on student, is not accepted. The council also gave its view on the action being taken by the Barbados Union of Teachers in its quest to get a meeting with the Minister of Education, Ronald Jones. It says while it accepts the union's right to represent its members, it does not agree with the impression being given by the BUT that the ministry had turned its back on teachers and their concerns. The council further frowned upon what it described as public shouting of requests for meetings and ultimatums to the minister and the Prime Minister. Fix it or shut it down. The demand from opposition Senator Wilfred Abrams has questioned government's decision to spend $11.8 million on the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center and nothing on the old Supreme Court in the city. Abrams, a lawyer, says the historic building is in a perilous state of disrepair and must be addressed with a sense of urgency as it is a danger to everyone who does business there on a daily basis. He was speaking during debate in the Senate yesterday.
But that compound is used for the Magistrates Court of Barbados. It houses the District A Magistrates Court 1 and 2 and the Traffic Court. Hundreds of people utilize that compound every single day. The archway, for those who have gone into the court, is where people sit or stand or congregate to wait their cases being called. So that archway actually has the greatest traffic of the entire compound. A couple months ago, I drew attention to the fact that the roof of the veranda was about to collapse. And I hammered it home. And somebody propped it up. They didn't fix it, they propped it. At least it is no longer dropping down. But now parts of the building are dropping down. If we are serious, if we intend to use that compound for something or for anything, that compound should be made safe. It is a case now of fix it or shut it down. It is a danger.
In sports, 39 primary schools turned out for this year's Pine Hill Dairy-sponsored Netball Championship at the stadium today. One of the innovations for this year's competition is the merging of zones bearing the names of former outstanding netball players. The Bridgefield zone is now the Angela Gibbs and Anna Shepherd zone. The stadium zone is now named after long-serving sports administrator Kathy Harper Hall and Agnes Critchlow. The police zone is now called the Marion Johnson Hurley and Carolyn Skinner zone. St. Philip's zone is named the Marva Seeley and Inez Taylor zone, and the Pamela Proverbs zone remains the same, while the Speightstown zone for the first time is named after former National Sports Council coach Sonia Knight, who passed away last year. The games begin in earnest tomorrow.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To the region now, the Cayman Islands is to introduce genetically engineered mosquitoes to reduce the Aedes aegypti population in the fight against Zika, chikungunya, and dengue fever. Premier Alden McLaughlin, in an address to the Legislative Assembly today, said the non-biting genetically engineered male mosquito will breed with female Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, which carry and transmit the disease. McLaughlin said the offspring will inherit a gene which will cause them to die before reaching adulthood, ensuring that they do not reproduce. According to McLaughlin, the program arose out of a partnership between Cayman's Mosquito Research and Control Unit and the United Kingdom-based biotechnology company that is Oxitec. McLaughlin says previous trials in Cayman successfully reduced the Aedes aegypti population by 96% in one area. And on the international front, a massive wildfire in Alberta, Canada spread south, forcing more evacuations. The fire has grown 5 times its initial size since it broke out on Sunday, prompting more than 88,000 evacuations. There are still no known casualties from the fire, but there was at least one vehicle crash with fatalities on the evacuation route. More in this report from the BBC.
Oh my God, Sarah, this is gonna burn down.
Babe, we got the cash.
Is Mom out?
Yeah, she's gone. I think she's a girl ahead of us. That's the last time I ever saw my house. I know it. Insurance, you better do me good. I just lost my house. No big deal. Well, here we are leaving the roundabout.
Getting out of town just in time.
This is insane. Oh, you can feel the heat. This is crazy.
And that's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadoscity.bb. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Good evening.